Hello, ladies and gentlemen, how is all doing tonight? Alright, well, as you can see, I've got a pretty cool Christmassy hat on today, you can. Because here's the story behind this hat. I was in the supermarket with my son a few days ago, just before Christmas there, and I seen the hat. And I thought, that hat I need to have. So basically, I bought the hat on the spot, Ken. I just made an impulse decision. I knew I thought at some point I would have a chance to wear the hat. I was supposed to be going to a New Year's party at New Year's Eve, so I thought that would be the time probably. But then I've got an American friend, a Texan, and he knows lots of American people in this town, and they were having a Christmas Eve party. So I thought, Americans, Christmas, I made an effort. I put some tinsel on my hat. I went and bought cowboy gear for my son with a children's holster and the sheriff's badge. So I was going to put my psychedelic shirt on, my tartan waistcoat, my sheriff's badge, my holster with my guns in, and my hat. And I also had this glittery eye mask thing. I looked fucking awesome. So anyway, before I went to the party, I went out and had a few beers with a friend of mine. And I got a phone call from my wife saying my boy wasn't well. And my boy came on the phone greeting, saying that he thought he had a basketball bursting out the end of his penis. So I thought, fuck, that's that party hitting the heat. So I had to get a taxi home, because the boy said it sounded as if he was in severe pain and he needs his daddy. Mummy can't cope with that, Ken. So I gets home, the boy's fucking alright. There's fuck all wrong with him. Hi! So that was that party goose. It's actually just as well, to be honest with you, because I was already half pissed and it was only 7:30 at night. In fact, I was already quite fully pissed. And I was teaching the next day, so I went to the party. The next day, so it turns out I was already pretty fucking rough. So I'm glad that I went to a party, because I'm not the type to go to a party and no drink. That was the theory beforehand. Ken, I'll have a few beers before I'll go to the party, maybe have one more, leave about 2 o'clock in the morning, start school, get up at 7 and start school at 9. Because my school's been moved to the other side of the fucking town. I need to get 2 buses and I still didn't ken what the right second bus is. Twice I've had to get a taxi. So that's not too good either, because I teach English at weekends. I say teach English, I'm in a classroom, there's children in the classroom, I speak English, they go fucking mental. Aye. I had this class because so my mate had the Christmas Eve party, so he had the Saturday off because he was the one that actually got me the job in the school, right? So there's this class that we both fucking hate. On the Saturday afternoon he gets them for the first 2 lessons and I get them for the last 2 lessons. But this time I had to get them for the 4 fucking lessons. Aye. And they're uncontrollable. There's these blinds in the classroom, right? The windows, it's like those double glazed windows with the blinds in between them, you can, and you can close them quite easily for the inside. So they're all closed apart from one which is broken. And all the parents were there to see this new school. They're all sitting outside having tea and coffee. I'm trying to talk to some of the children. The rest of them, one of them's got my chair and he's spilling himself round and fucking standing up and doing all the kind of drunk walk. They're all doing that thinking it's hilarious, 2 or 3 of them. There's other ones chasing each other around the classroom and kicking each other. There's other ones pouring water over their head. You can tell I've got fucking good control over that class, can't you? And there's another class I've got 3 8 and 9-year-olds, right? They basically bossed me around for a fucking 2 lessons. I said, they're no teacher, we're not doing that. No, we're doing this, we're singing a song. Let's sing this song, let's sing that song. And every song we sing's got the same fucking tune, to be honest with you. It's not exactly Pavarotti, let me tell you. So, there's that. That's just part of the insanity. I've got fucking loads of insanity going on in my life these days. Fucking loads of it. My life is insane, basically. I don't know if anyone else is having this, but my son's been ill for the past week, right? He's had these chest pains and I've had him in the hospital twice. And he's on every medication under the sun, because that's what doctors do, innit? Fucking give him that, give him that, give him that. So he's on about 6 medications, which is totally fucking ridiculous. It's probably prolonging the illness, if you ask me, because he's still not quite right. But I've booked up to go to England. tomorrow, aye, I'm off to England. When I say England, I do actually mean England, the country, by the way, not fucking Britain, as most English people refer to Britain as England, don't they? In fact, most people outside of Scotland outside of Scotland, Wales and Ireland refer to Britain as England. Because English fucking have spread that rumour. So, anyway, I'm off to England. I was going to go via Scotland, but see all my friends on Facebook and that, they're all taking pictures of their back garden and fucking there's all 6 feet of snow everywhere. I was actually going to take a picture of my view from my balcony of splitting sunshine and mountains, but I thought next time I go back to Scotland to get my cunt kicked in, so I never bothered with that. So anyway, so everyone's complaining about the weather and the buses going tits up and the planes and the airport's closed. So what I do, I booked up a flight to London Gatwick tomorrow to do a 2-week course taking ayahuasca. Aye, that's the type of shit I get up to. I'm off to fucking England for 6 days. I'm going to take ayahuasca every day for 6 days. If you get what ayahuasca is, you're kind of fucking mental. That statement just was. If you didn't get what ayahuasca was, let me guarantee you it's fucking mental. Let me tell you that, boyo. It's not going to be a walk in the park. There's one part of me saying, why the fuck am I going? How did I get talked into this? The reason I got talked into this was I was thinking about it because I ken there's a ceremony every New Year with this particular shaman for 6 days, and I thought, in the back of my mind, I could do that, it's New Year, I need an escape fee here, I've just sold a house, right? So I've got some money in the bank for the first time ever. I'll treat myself. I'll fucking treat myself. I'm off to England to do a course, and I'm doing another 2-day course on high magic and ritual something or other. I can't mind, but it should be interesting with the same shaman, right? So, but I didn't care if I should go because my boys know well, and my wife's up to high dough. Her blood pressure's through the fucking roof. And usually when she gets high blood pressure, she has an episode, and she jumps out. She tries to jump out balconies, off a balcony, or out my kitchen window, which is 4 floors high, and she jumps doing ditches and breaks her back and shit like that. Okay. It's a long story. I'll not bore you with it right now, but I'll need to write it down one day because it's a fucking peach, that you. Aye, my wife jumped down a ditch and broke her back. I say my wife. I'm actually getting divorced, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to fucking knock her down too much, because she's had a fair beating over me on these videos especially, you can. But it's a shame for her what's happened, and I love her still, since we decided to get divorced, I've still lived with her for the past 6 months. I didn't get any I've ever tried that, but that's no fucking a walk in the park either. So I've not been able to do much work on my website. So this is part of why I'm going to do this ayahuasca. You see, I'm going to get in touch with myself. I'm going to try and get to the centre of myself, and just really come back, because I've got a new apartment. I'm moving to a new apartment when I come back from England, and I'm going to start working on my website, the old Nob Stewart. I'm going to get the full effect. I'm going to go for it big time. That's my plan for next year. My 2001 goal is to take this shit seriously, because if I didn't take it seriously, nobody else is going to. You get what I'm saying? I don't care if anyone else ever will take it seriously, but it has to start with me, is the bottom line. And I hate to start doing something with my life, because I'm just sitting in the same fucking house for 4 years, listening to 2 people shout and scream at each other in a foreign language. Isn't good for the nerves, and it's certainly not doing my career any good, you can. So there's that. That's all happening. I'll be making some video blogs of this trip, literally these trips I should say, and I'm a bit nervous actually. The main nervousness, apart from the hassle of fucking getting a flight and getting to the snow, because I'm not got any hotels booked up. I'm off to London Gatwick tomorrow. I've not got a hotel. I'm going to sleep in an airport for the first night, then I'll get a train to Bristol, and I still didn't even get the address of the fucking place where I'm going for this ayahuasca thing. I still didn't even get the address for it. I've been trying to phone the guy the day. I should have phoned him 4 days ago, but he's not answering his phone. He must be out. Inconsiderate bastard. So, so then I'll be getting a train to Bristol on the Wednesday morning, and looking for a hotel there for 2 days, and then the ceremonies and that begin on New Year's Eve. So when you're all getting pished in that, I'll be fucking 10 billion times pishter, but in a different context. Okay? I'll usually be drinking, hoping you're not going to spew, and I'll be doing exactly the same. But the chances of me spewing are like 1 billion times bigger than you, because that's what you do when you take ayahuasca. You spew and you shit your brains out for a good 6 hours. Okay? I'm not saying it's a good 6 hours, it's supposed to be good. I'm going to uncover deeper levels of myself. You know, that's what the point of doing it every night for 6 nights is to strip away, get more in touch with this plant spirit, ayahuasca, you know, and see what it's all about. Because I believe in experiencing things, you know, and finding out for yourself what things are in the universe and things like that. I take an interest in that because somebody's got to, you know, it's actually, Terence McKenna said the bravest people in the world were psychonauts. So I consider myself as a bit of a William Wallace hero like figure, you can. Brave, getting striding out there and making it happen. So it makes me feel good. It justifies my fucking insanity, basically. That's what I'm saying to you. Aye. So, ladies and gentlemen, there's so much I could tell you. What am I going to do with my life? You know, this fucking time in history is amazing, isn't it? That Mother Nature and all that, waking it up, kind of changing our consciousness. Are we going to go with that? Because that's another thing I want to do. I want to quit smoking so much, you know, because I smoke way too fucking much. And I need to get productive. And the long and short of it is, you can't really be as productive as you want to be when you're stoned out your fucking tits, you can? So I need to try and at least control that, to just have some, and then when I meet friends, I have a good time with them, if you get what I'm saying. Rather than me getting up in the morning and fucking sparking up every day. Again, it's not a good idea, but it's the only way I can cope. But now I've got a new apartment to move into, I'm figuring out that I've got no excuses. I've got to fucking get the finger out, you can, because I've still got Saturn in my sign. And he motivates you to do hard work, and I feel motivated, but I need the office space to do it in. So that's really what my new apartment is, just along the road. I got a bargain. My mate says to you, I was looking how you sometimes ask something for the universe, you can. I was sending messages out there, you got a place to rent, I actually found one, but it was a little bit expensive, it was just across the road. So I knocked on the head and let somebody else rent it. And then my mate comes up, I've got this apartment, it's my daughter's, it's just along the road for you, and it's cheap as fuck, you want that? I was like, aye, thanks the universe, well done the universe. Apart from that, that's pretty good, but my love life these days, ladies and gentlemen, this is good. I've never been a fucking Casanova by any stretch of the imagination, but this past year I've been going out and about and getting to ken lots of folk, just by getting pished basically, and hanging around the same bar, and I get to ken all the folk that come in there. Because they get to ken me actually. I was in the bar the other night and this woman runs up to me and says, "You're a Scottish pole dancer." "Aye, you're a Scottish pole dancer, aren't you?" I says, "Aye, I guess that's me, I'm the Scottish pole dancer." She says, "I want to dance with you later on." So the song that she me danced to, the pole dancing, was Satisfaction. And it was in this bar that night, and Satisfaction came on. I started doing my Mick Jagger impersonation. There was no pole in this bar, it was a different bar. So I couldn't go full out, but I still gave a pretty good performance. But she joined in and she was testing me to see if I could really go for it and keep it up for 6 minutes, and you didn't want to test me and that kind of stuff, because I was fucking letting rip, basically. And she lasted about 5 minutes, she bailed out with a minute to go, okay? So it was a good effort on her behalf. Not many folk can go the distance with the old Nob, you can. And apart from that, I've been getting friendly. I've been trying to make inroads to have another romance relationship in my life. Or even just shag some birds, you can. One would be a start. And this year I've been trying my fucking damnedest with now it's up to about 6, I've got about 6 different women that are all phoning me and emailing me and texting me, but no shagging me. It's fucking nuts. And the one that I've got some kind of real hopes for, or not hopes, I think it could, I don't know, it's a bit nuts, right? It's a bit nuts, but she's got a boyfriend who she loves deeply, but yet we've got this fucking mad mental thing. Like this fucking crazy thing happened the other night, just after Satisfaction, right? Well, before that we were sitting outside, with this girl who's got a boyfriend, but me and her have kind of been having some cuddles and that, you ken. So the singer of the band turns up, and she knows him because they both lived in Johannesburg. So when they met in the bar, he says, "Oh, we're from Johannesburg." "Oh, I stayed in Johannesburg." He's a black guy, he's from Johannesburg. So so he turned up and they're good friends. I says, "Hey, why don't you dedicate a song for this lovely lady tonight?" And I says, "Make it a romantic one, right?" Now her boyfriend still hadn't turned up. The emphasis on the hadn't, okay? So I'm there, and the singer says, "Right, where's the lady?" "Oh, there she is. This is a song that's dedicated for you, right?" And he starts off, "Wonderful Tonight" by Eric Clapton. And I was like, I looked at him, I was like, well, what a choice, kind of fucking bright. But I says, because I'm trying not to make it too obvious, make moves in this bird, because she's in love with this other guy, you can. So I sit in my seat, so I can't ask her to dance, you can. I'll just play it cool. I was really dying to ask her to dance. But she said, "Oh, this is my song. She looked, and her boyfriend was there, yeah, her cousin was there, and her pal was there. So I guess I was the short straw. So anyway, she says, "Want to dance?" I said, "I started to do quite fast dances." She says, "No, this song's really slow." So we got really slow, and we got really close, and then you know how sometimes you get that sexual tension where you get really close to somebody, or it's like that, I could feel the tension, and I put my head on her forehead, and it was like the cosmic vibes were going between us. And then the words to Eric Clapton says this, "And the wonder of it all," and I was singing her to this. She kind of said, "Oh no, this line's coming up," and I fucking started singing it. "And the wonder of it all is that you just don't realise how much I love you." And at that point she's like, "Oh no, stop. My head's going funny. And I was cutting myself laughing. I says, "Ha, well, you asked me to dance. For once I'm not responsible for that. Just kind of the universe made it happen. Ha." And then she turns round. Her boyfriend just walked in behind me. I didn't care how much she'd fucking seen of that, but she's like, darling, runs across to him. I was like, fucking hell, better get out of here. But I had to sit at the table, and he comes up to me, and I had to do the "Aye, how you doing?" give him a kiss on each cheek kind of thing. "Hope you're alright. I hope you didn't see me trying to fucking hit on your bird there, by the way, big man. I hope we're cool with that." If you did, it seemed to be quite cool. But I felt fucking a pair of eyes in the back of my head all night every time I was trying to feel this bird's arse, you can. So anyway, that is my Nob Today. I didn't remember my next one will be, but I quite enjoyed that. I quite enjoyed talking to you and getting to ken yous all. If you get to ken me, if you lasted this long, thanks very much. Why don't you leave a comment? Cheers, bye. Over and out. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year when it comes. Alright, catch you later.